Hello, hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alright, my name is Muhamad Azmi bin Khairudin, just like you can see here in the screen. And today for this video, I would like to teach a little bit about debate based on my experience. Basically, I'm in my last niche right now, and I am currently at my last semester study. After this, I will start intern. Okay, without further ado, let's start with the debate. Alright, first and foremost, what is a debate? So, just like you can see in the screen, it's basically a formal academic competition in which students argue both sides of a given topic. Just like the topic will be given and will be discussed from both sides, from the government and also from the opposition. So the foundation of the debate is obviously about speaking. Students needs to deliver the speeches based on logic and research. So in their attempt to persuade a judge to endorse their argument. So they want to show how good their debate is to persuade the judge and also to the listeners. So the more concrete your argument is, the better your debate will be. But it's not just the fact how much facts that you put in your debate, but it's also include on how much you can influence their emotion, as for example. So regarding this technique, you will be learning with them from time. So we just need to keep practice from time to time. So for example, we can see the presidential campaigns in a court of law, or at an international meeting such as at the UN, university or school debate. So next, why should you debate? Okay, from my personal experience, it will help you to conquer your fear, because without experience it must be kind of scary or make you anxious when you need to speak in front of a lot of people, right? Even doing a presentation at your class. So by doing debate, it will help you to speak more confidently, more clearly, and above all, I like how the more you debate, it makes you look cool, look smart, and sound smart. And so it's also to gain the ability to convey your ideas confidently and clearly to people. So by learning to debate, it will help you to convey what you want to others so that they can understand what you are saying. And just like I said before, it can adapt to high pressure environment. So by having a lot of debate, it will help you to face a lot of problem in the future. Even in we are working as an adult, it will help us to speak with our colleague, with our boss, for example. And this is a very good skill. And next, gain connection. And when you are debating, especially when you enter a lot of competition, you will meet all kind of people from all walks of life. You might even meet engineers, economists, lawyers, politicians, teachers, lecturers, artists, writers, all kind of people, and you will be surprised by how small the world is. You will meet so basically it will not hurt you even if you have too much friends. And next, it will enlarge your view and get out of your comfort zone. So by debating, it will help you to explore ideas from different perspectives and aspects. From my first experience, when we debate, some time we'll be having a lot of time, actually we'll be having a lot of topic that you genuinely dislike it. It's like for example, the topic is about why should suicide be legalized, for example, right? So if you in the government side and you need to agree with this topic, at first experience it might make you feel bad, make feel why I got this side. But the more you debate in the topic that you doesn't agree with at first, it will help you to explore a lot of new area, new aspect that you will never realize that you actually can learn from. So it will help you to think out of the box, just like they said. And also it will gain a lot of general knowledge. And just like I said before, if you have to defend a topic that you don't agree with, and it will simultaneously help you to learn to not be biased, or at least to know how to act like it. So when we meet a lot of people, we tend to face people that we dislike, but at least when you debate a lot, you know how to defend a topic, or you gain a lot of knowledge. You can be friends with everyone. Okay, next, it's also a safe space to discuss controversial issues, and because of this, you can challenge ideas that people dislike to discuss it in the open. It can be about religion, sexuality, politics, and a lot more. And regarding this, you will be surprised by how many people that actually have a controversial opinion. And with this, you can enlarge your view and gain a lot more knowledge. Alright, next, terminology in debate. Okay, this is 3.0 regarding terminology in debate. So I would like all the viewers to write down so that you can remember the term and the meaning, so that we can use it in the debate. And also there will be a quiz by the end of the topic. I just finished writing for the quiz, and I hope you will take the quiz, and let's see if you can score all correctly. Inshallah, it's not that hard. Okay, debate, to argue both sides of a topic. So in the debate, we have the opposition and also the government. Okay, fact, something that is proven to be true. For example, you are awesome. Opinion, a feeling or a belief. Quote, to write exactly what someone said or wrote. And resolve, make a firm decision to do something. Next, evidence. Evidence, there are a lot of terminology regarding it. Facts, an example to prove something. For on-demand writing, quotes from the passage, article, or can give credit to author when you are writing with direct quotes or paraphrasing. Affirmative side, side that support the proposition. Negative side, or opposite of the before, side that opposes the proposition. Okay, affirmative versus negative. So the job of affirmative is of course to prove that the topic is a good idea, and the job of a negative is the opposite of it, which is to prove that the topic is a bad idea. And a judge will evaluate the debate to vote whether which team is better in proving their point. So being an eloquent speaker will help, of course, but debate focus more into winning substantive arguments than with oratory. So debaters use a combination of research, logic, strategy in order to persuade judges that they have won. And also the goal of the core of the debate is about refutation, of course. Debaters have both make their arguments and are responsible for responding to arguments made by other teams. So that is what distinguishes the debate from other speaking contests. In order to adequately respond to the arguments made by the opposition team, debaters need to prove that their own arguments are better reasoned, better evidence, have historical or empirical support, or have higher significance. And next, regarding the oppose, which is to be against or something. And counterclaim is an opposing argument or response to your claim or argument of the proposition. Alright, that's all for the 3.0. I guess we can start with the quiz. Let's see. Okay, I start this quiz. So as you can see here, I already finished writing it, and you can pause the video and start the quiz if you want. This is the game code. Inshallah, it will be there for a long time. Alright, let me try. Alright, as you can see here, this is the back screen. So what is the affirmative side? Okay, it's either side agree with you, support the proposition, is the proposition, of course, just like we said before. Oh, number 1, what is evidence? Facts and example to prove something. What is a fact? Something that is proven to be true. Pull out. What is opinion? Opinion or belief. What is oppose? To be against something. What? Yes. What is debate? To argue both sides of a topic. Easier. What is negative side? Side that opposes the proposition. What is resolve? Okay. What is resolve? Make a firm decision to do something. What is quote? Someone said or wrote. What is counter argument? An opposing argument or response of the claim of the preposition. Easy. Okay, that's all for the quiz. Alright, so let's go here. Next, regarding the structure of debate, which is the last part of my presentation, inshallah. So structure of a debate, of course, it starts with the topic first and foremost, and this is the main highlight of the debate. It can be a lot of topic, and as for example, just like you can see here, maybe the sale of human organ should be legalized. Why? You should or you should. Yeah, it of course depends on whether you are the government or the opposition. And this is other topics that I researched. There are actually thousands more, and the more you debate, you will find a lot more interesting or maybe controversial topics. Next, arguments. People or group may have different argument about the topic. Yeah, of course. If you are the government, you will need to support the topic, and when you are the opposition, you need to disapprove and not defending the topic, of course. And then after that, there will be reasons and example. In a debate, people give their reasons regarding, for example, why you should support giving homework to children. So maybe you can say when they are at home, they can further enhance their academic ability. And also maybe because if there are no homework, they will not study at all at home. Maybe for the opposition, they can say the students shouldn't get homework because they already spent half their day at school. So at home, they should spend some quality time with their family. And the example also can make your argument stronger, just like the argument that I said before. Alright, next, facts and opinion. After that, they can add facts and opinion. For example, regarding suicide, should we legalize suicide? So we can add facts, for example. So globally, 100,000 people die from suicide every year. So facts is something that is proven true, just like we learned just now. And opinion, suicides make other people feel sad and depressed. So this is just emotion or just their opinions regarding the something, regarding the topic. Okay, next, counter argument. So counter argument is when it's for the second, third, fourth, and the next speaker. So you cannot counter argument for the first speaker, of course. And the counter argument is when, for example, the first speaker said just like, for example, students should have homework there at home because they need quality time with their family, for example. But the counter argument they can say, even if they doesn't have homework, it doesn't mean that, even if they have homework, it doesn't mean that they cannot spend with their family. And also it doesn't mean that they need to spend their time with family like half the day. That's for example for the counter argument. So you should think about what the other team will say. So that's why when we want to point out a point to defend our part, we need to always consider what the other team might say to counter argument what we say. And also rebuttal. This is to challenge the idea team. This is called a rebuttal. So for example, when someone is speaking, after 3 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, you can raise up our hand and ask them a question. This is to ruin the momentum of the person, and also it also can help you to gain a point if you manage to give a good rebuttal. And lastly, conclusion. After you point out the facts, for example 2-3 facts, you can just summarize the point, and then regarding this, you ship out about your reason again. This is the moment that you want to remind people that they should choose your side of the argument. Okay, lastly, challenges and or question. At the end of a good debate, both teams will leave time for questions. Be prepared to answer. After we finish debate sometime, when they have a very good argument, you want to ask them, hey, that's a very good point, where do you learn of it? So at this moment is when you gain connection, you can find actually. Alright, that's all for the video presentation for the debate. It's already almost 80 minutes. That's all from me. Thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.